Hello, welcome to the Surrey Crafter. My name is Heather. I am based in Surrey, UK. I'm a knitter, I'm a crocheter, and occasionally I do other crafts as well. I live in Surrey with my fiance and my two young children. This is another podcast episode number 15, I believe. Today's weather is very nice. It's very cold, but the skies are very clear, but it's very cold. I took the bins out this morning and I was frozen. So I will just get stuck in. I have 1/2 finished objects today. They are not knitting or crochet, they are actually sewing. This is a little project bag that I made. And this is one I made last night. Haven't got any string to go through it to do the drawstring, so I just need to get some of that, and then this one will be done. This one is llamas wearing pajamas, super cute, and the rest is blue. And this one is obviously floral and blue. They do have interfacing on the bottom, and they do have a box bottom. I should have actually done interfacing in all of this one because it is quite thin. The fabric is a bit thinner than the other one. I'm really happy with these. I will talk more about sewing towards the end because previously I haven't sewn at all really, so I will get into that a bit more at the end of this episode. In terms of whips, I will show you them in this lovely completely finished project bag. I have got my vanilla sock. I haven't finished it this week, but I have done the entire leg, heel flap and gusset, and I'm about halfway through the foot. So that's going really well. I really like how this is going. I'm going to finish the rest of the foot and then I'm going to do a pink toe. This is a sock set from Coastal Creative Links and it's called Sweet Berries. That is what is housed in this project bag. The next whip I have is the Dahlia sweater. This is the Dahlia sweater by Lenit or Lena Home Sansoa. It is the sport weight version. I believe it's the Dahlia sweater solo, I believe. This is how much I've done of that. So I've completed the yoke, I've split the sleeves, and I am now knitting the body. I have tried it on and it does look good. It's quite big, but I do know it is going to stretch. And obviously, who knows what it's going to be like when it's off the needles. So I am really happy with that. So far, I am on the third 50-gram ball of yarn. I am using Drops Baby Merino, which is a sport weight yarn for this. And it's this purple colour. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a pretty design. This is knit on 6mm needles, so it is like a bigger gauge if you can see the stitches. Sorry about the rattling. And I mainly use the Knit Pro Zings with the Knit Pro Mindfulness cables. I do have the other Knit Pro cables that came with the Zing kit that I got. I don't really like them because they don't swivel. If you want to connect two cables, which I do to try them on, it's much easier because this little metal bit just turns, so it's easier to get the cable connector onto it. I found that with the other ones you have to like rotate the entire cable and it just gets, yeah, it's just a bit of a mess, to be honest. But I'm really happy with this. I haven't knit monogamously on this at all, which I plan to because I actually have a new cast on. When I was at the fabric shop the other day to get the fabric for these project bags, I saw this, and this is basically a drawstring bag. It's got these really cute penguins on it and igloos, and it says wintertime, snow, all this other cute stuff, and it is lined with this waterproof material, and I thought, oh, that looks really cute. It was reduced down to £1, so of course I got it. And it's storing my new cast on in it. I'm not sure if this is handmade. I don't think so because it looked like it had some sort of commercial tag. So I don't think it is handmade, but I really like it. So I do actually have a new cast on. I did do a vlog video about this, and I have cast on the Northeasterly blanket by Skeinandigans or Melissa. And I'm really enjoying this. I literally haven't put it down. I'm using the leftover yarn I had from my Frankenstein Advent Swap Advent Calendar. I did make the litmus cow with this, but it used very little yarn, the litmus cow, so I still have roughly 5 to 8 grams of each little skein left that I am going to be making into this blanket. I am just knitting until the yarns run out, basically. I tried to do the technique where you like knit the ends in, but I just wasn't having any success with that at all. So I am actually sewing them in as I go. I don't mind that much. I just find sewing the ends in much easier than doing that technique that she was trying to show in the video. I got so confused and tangled, I just decided it wasn't worth it. I took a picture of every day I actually opened this advent calendar, so I am actually knitting it in the order that it came in. You don't have to knit big strips. You can put it on hold and knit next to it and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. But I think I will knit it in big strips, like get the length first and then add widthways, if that makes sense. So I am really enjoying it. It was really fiddly at first, but you get used to it very quickly and it becomes very mindless. And I just think it's very effective and it looks beautiful. That is my new cast on, and this is a Northeasterly blanket by Skeinandigans. So now I'm going to talk about sewing. So I've done sewing this week. My mum, last weekend, she gave me her sewing machine, and it's a really, I'm not actually sure how old it is, but she said it's older than me. So that's not really old, but it's getting there. She has this old Toyota sewing machine. It's a little bit battered, it's a little bit broken, but she gave it to me. And I thought, you know what, I tried to sew when I was younger and it didn't work out. I'm left-handed. I'm also a self-diagnosed dyspraxic. I do struggle with coordination left and right. I also got really pedal happy, meaning that I sew so fast on the sewing machine that I end up breaking it to some degree. I get so stressed and so annoyed that I end up just giving up. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to take this home. I'm going to shout at it and I'm just going to try my best to give it a go. So I thought, I do want some project bags, so why not try to make some? So I got some fabric. This is by no means the first attempt. This is the third attempt that I actually got something salvageable. I got so annoyed with my first and second attempts that I threw them in the bin. I know that's wasteful, but for me, it was just in the moment, it was so annoying. I just couldn't even bear it. So this is the third attempt. This is some blue polycotton from my local fabric shop. It's got some light interfacing, iron-on interfacing in there. This floral is actually a fat quarter bundle from Hobbycraft that I got the other week. And then the strings are just, I think it's the ribbon that ties the fat quarter fabrics. So that's that one. And I'll show you the insides. I am really proud of this one. My partner Jack helped me do the box bottoms because for some reason, how you get from how it is before to this is an absolute mystery. He marks it and folds it and I just sew the line because it doesn't make sense to me at all. It's by no means perfect. As you can see, I haven't lined up the sides very well there. But weirdly, it's all right on this side. So yeah, that's that project bag. And I am proud of it. This is the one I made last night. It was much faster because I already knew what I was doing. And the sewing is a lot better. So the seams are lined up much nicer. I would say there is a millimetre of difference, but that's just me nitpicking. And to be honest, probably no one else can see that but me. This llama and pyjama fabric is from my local fabric shop. And I just think it's the cutest thing. So yeah, my mum's sewing machine I'm going to have to insert some footage over me talking. It's very interesting. I've bought new threads for it because I actually sewed something a few weeks ago on it, and the thread I think has disintegrated, so I just think the thread's a bit too old. A bit of backstory about my mum. She has been a seamstress since she was 16 years old and is a really, really talented seamstress. Now she is in her 60s and she hasn't been able to use a sewing machine due to a very severe arthritis that she has in her hands. So she gave it to me. Otherwise, I think she was just going to throw it away. The sewing machine has not got a cotton spool thing, you know, the spool at the top to hold the cotton. I will literally insert some footage over this because there's no way of explaining what has happened. So instead of having the cotton spool thing, there is a Peppa Pig pencil wedged inside of it that is holding the cotton up. Like I said, you'll see footage and you'll know what I mean. It's hilarious, but it actually gets the job done. So I've been enjoying doing sewing, and that has actually taken up a bit of my craft time. But yeah, I did feel bad for my partner because I'm trying to do sewing, he's trying to watch TV, and I'm doing the sewing in the living room, and I'm just getting so cross with this sewing machine, and he's slowly turning his TV programme up, trying not to say anything because he knows I'll snap. But managed it anyway, and I'm super proud. And yesterday's attempt at the project bag was 100 times easier, which shows that if I keep practicing, I will get it in the end. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.